The New Year gift, Abi. Immigration held. Immigration held the customs. Customs held our New Year gift. Oh, New Year gift. It's a beautiful year already. So sorry we couldn't have this class earlier. I tried. So because we still use the conference room, beginning of the year, there are a lot of meetings. The CEO is having meetings. And then ALML is starting up. We're opening another lounge at the new terminal. And then we just brought in a franchise for duty-free shops. So they're having one at the new terminal. They're having one at MM2. So the group is busy. So there's been meetings and meetings and meetings. So I had to keep asking, when will this place be free? And they've not given tree plug. They've not given us our own permanent home. So we still have to make do with this one. That's why it seems as if we're going back and forth. But we are here today, so let's start with a quick recap of what we had. Can we just brush us through what we had the last time? How was it? How did it go? How did it go? What was our take home from that last class? So I was living in the illusion that I could finish that training that day. I was living in the illusion that I could finish it, but then it's not possible. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra today. I thought that, okay, it's a different thing for us as businesses to know how to do something. Then it's a different skill set, completely different skill set that we need to be able to make money out of this thing and manage our business, organize our business, and make money from it. So I'm also going to touch into a little bit of that. Last time we met, I think we ended on UK. We did US. We touched US. We touched UK. It was Canada that we didn't touch at all. It was fast. The UK was under pressure. Okay, so we'll take time to look at it today and just brush up on it. But I just want feedbacks. Okay, so I know that in our industry we don't do much in December, January, we don't do much. But January is a very good time to prepare for what is to come in the year. Yes, because the battle will soon start. And don't think people are not selling. Don't think people are not selling. People are selling, and you'll be amazed at where they are getting the connect from. We have a partner that does travel part-time. Like, it's not their major gig, it's part-time, and they've been pushing us tickets. And got to the point I had to ask, like, hey, Joe, bulletin, what's going on? What are you selling? Like, what are you selling? And it means that as a team now, we need to really position ourselves to be able to get something out of the industry. Forecasts have said that the industry is going to grow beyond pre-COVID. Like 2024 sales is going to be better than 2019. That's what forecasts have said. It's going to be better because airlines are filling up, like they are cashing out. By privilege of information, I can tell you for free that Virgin gave Nigeria is like one of their best routes. Imagine Lagos, London performing better than London JFK. Do you understand? You wonder that, who are they moving? What are they moving? In fact, they gave the Nigerian sales rep, they gave him the best sales representative in the whole of Virgin Group globally. So it tells you that this year we don't have that opportunity to complain. Do you understand? It's easy for agencies to cluster, and when we start our discussion, I say, at this travel industry, the exchange rate is a problem. I know someone that is still looking for Virgin upper class ticket with 7 million. I mean, they are looking for it with 7 million. And these are people that they can't even fly premium economy. They cannot. Do you understand? They can, it's either first class or not. So the argument now is 7 million I should be able to get it for 7 million. So if we live in that delusion of people are not traveling, people are traveling, So I want us to really talk about the business aspect. I felt that was something that if we had missed it, it would have been painful. So we'll go there this morning. But then, a little flashback into what we did. Basically, the first lesson was to lay a proper foundation into how we approach general travel. How we'll approach it. Like, what is the mindset? How do we think about it? And the goal was, if we understood how to look at it as, you're looking at my slide. Okay, I've actually not shared slide. Okay, so let me put it in slideshow. So, and hopefully our guy will pop into there, because he's around, he's in town. So if one can really understand how to approach it, then every other thing becomes simpler. Now, it does not mean that you won't need help. It does not mean that you won't have people having strength in some places. Like Ketra now, she's India guru. In Namaste. She knows the route. So, and you see that different people have more experiences in some areas. So this is an industry that you can't stand alone. But at the same time, you have to be careful. We talked about how partnership can kill you. And that was why I saw that story and I forwarded it on the group. A woman that partnered with someone for Hajj, took them to Hajj. Those ones went to go and work. Yeah. She ran into a problem. They arrested her, locked her. How do you explain that? So from her end, I can imagine you've done the job, you've delivered the visa, it's for you to go and sleep. But you'll have spent the profit and say, thank God, business concluded. And then problem now started. So all of these things, we need to look into them. But we talked about how to weigh in on the jobs that you should take, the jobs that you should not take, the jobs that are problematic, the ones that you should avoid. That is really the key. Once you understand that, then we know where. The only question will now be how. So how being, which website do I want to go? Where is the exact place? I also talked about how to identify the right website. I mentioned that it's important to go to the country's website, not all these third parties that are selling things, so that we won't run into trouble. We talked about risk. So we talked about a lot of things. And I just want to hope that class was useful and that it will help us in achieving some things. So, for the second part, we looked at the US. For US, we need to become more careful because people are still buying dates and they are selling dates, and they are buying dates and they are selling dates. And I don't know. Some people, we know we have mind more than me. I don't have mind. I don't have mind. See, anything that is not going straight, it doesn't work for me. When I was in 300 level, I did one useless course. We call it quantum mechanics because I did physics. Quantum mechanics is mystery. Anytime you hear quantum, is mystery. Like, the job is mystery. So we're in a class. I think I was in a class of like 28. And I was blank. I've never been in that kind of exam before. When I mean blank, normally questions will come, define this, or what is this, define this, then they give you an equation. I could not define. I could not. So there was a friend of mine that came in with chips, So he has written it. He gave it to another person. The person has written it. And I was this book person. So I was always like part of top 5. So I'd always sit down front. So the guy was like, Shegu, take. Shegu, take. So I wanted to take it. And it fell. So we picked it. And I was caught. And the lecturer looked at me and was like, Shegu, what happened? And I started crying. So I carried over that paper with joy and gladness in my heart. I carried the paper. Thank God it was 300 level. So I had to do it again in 400 level. What am I saying? What everybody goes away with. Personally, me, I know when you reach my turn, it go get issue. So when they are selling dates, me, I know when you reach my turn. So I had a case last week. Someone called. They've booked their appointment since 2022 was supposed to be on Tuesday. So they called the agent. The person said he's no more working where he was working and that they've changed the application date. Okay, where is the new appointment date? And there was this back and forth. Okay, do you have the DS160? Do you have the confirmation? So I was suggesting, now you don't know the new date. Let's go with this old one. Shall go. When you get there, they will tell you don't have appointment. You can ask. Long and short of the whole story, nothing worked. And I'm sure they've sold that date. It's as good as that. And to sell the date is easy. So there is a pre-existing appointment. You go on that platform, you log in. I'm sure most of us know how to do that, right? You log in, and then you change all the details. Let me see if we can do this one. Who has a pending US? Can we log into your US page? Okay, let me try something. I want to try to show you. Okay, I think I have an existing appointment. So that they don't go and change your application date. Let's look at that. You can see it's important you see my screen today. It's important. Silver Cloud, where is your officer? Okay. I can breeze in. I should pay you a visit. Maybe there should be somebody selling pepper soup around that place now. At all. No. Should they do a long pepper soup again? They don't do a long pepper soup. So the fact that you have an existing US profile does not mean you can't change it. So that's how they sell dates. Let me show you.
Somebody called me yesterday, 2 days ago. He said, I'll let you have many appointments, March, April. So I can't fix your visa, you can fix it. So I cannot leave my house and go and answer my children in the police station.
You are right. So we can pick the class from here. Sam, this network is slow. Okay. So this is what US landing page looks like, where we book appointment from. This portal.ustraveldoc.com. How many of us have done US before? You've done US before. You've done. Okay, so once you make the initial appointment, so it gives you this. You can cancel the appointment. You can reschedule the appointment once without any payment. You can have emergency request. Okay, so if you have customers that have good reason to go, usually maybe medical or something that is tangible. If you click on the emergency request, it will ask you to send in supporting documents. So it's always good because now you have the opportunity to tender more documents to them, but it's under discretion. They can accept it or deny it. You can check appointment history, and do all of those things. So if they want to change the date easily, they can come to reschedule appointment or come to update profile. This internet is traveling. So once they come to update profile, everything here can be changed. Especially this DS160 confirmation number.
So you can change his appointment?
Yes. So if you put your new client's appointment or your new client's DS160 here, when you get there, this is what they will pull up. So most times, that's why you see that those appointments used to have issues. And the issue is simple. So there is a contradictory profile. You see, this platform does not have picture. This platform does not take picture at any point. The only place where you have images and pictures is on the DS160 confirmation page. And it is on that page that decisions are made. This is solely for appointment. Now, imagine my name is Olusegun Ogedengbe and I'm making an appointment through my profile and I'm doing maybe for my wife. Let's assume she has not changed her maiden name. You know, she can come up with maybe Fakolujo Temitope, which will be attended to through this profile. In this profile, you can select that multiple travelers are going. You can add people to it that are traveling together on a single profile. So that's why it's easy for them to change details, use the DS160 of another person, it's just to change this number here. It's just change this DS160 number. Once they change this number, everything else changes. That will be there. But remember, you don't log into this. You don't log in here with passport number. Do you understand? You don't log in here with passport number. So when they sell the appointment like that, most times the visa is not successful. But the gullible person has gotten a new appointment confirmation. You know, you have every other thing different. So we should just be careful. Then the same way, because there are times you want to quickly pick appointment and you've not finished details with the DS160. Do you understand? For example, let's say they are giving you 2026 dates to travel and you don't have hotel details concluded, all those things wrapped up. You can just put something tentatively. Once you do this, you can come back anytime to change this on the US platform.
So to change the dates or change what?
No, this is to change the content of it. If you want to change the date, it's just for you to reschedule. So if I click reschedule appointment.
So there's nothing really called date dropped, like the way people
They do it, date drops. But when it drops, it's dropping for everybody.
Okay, so the fastest way that can pick it. So there are two ways to get this appointment date. Either date drops or they superimpose, so
yes.
Date drops and you pick it normally.
It's nothing. So if the date, like this person now, we are still hoping that possibly. So this present appointment is for. So this is what is available now, March 2025, and the one we have now is the current appointment is scheduled for 9th of December. You understand? So date dropping means that they can just suddenly open up dates that have been closed. Like you can come. So this is the earliest. And you see, they just started, normally before, all this moving forward is supposed to be opened. Like, it's to this day, but now, you can see everywhere is locked. So they just opened, see what they just opened.
So they will just give you...
just 5 days.
Once you want to sign appointment, when you get to the state, they will open something up for you. Say 2025 date, of course.
So this is what is open now. Okay. This is real time now. What happened?
24, 25, 26, 27.
Oh,
wow. So is what you have. So now if embassy is saying that this is what you have, this is what's available, and some people go and put the stamp, and the embassy knows that they do it. It's getting cold, I mean. Let's go to Canada. Okay, so like now, it's just 2024. They didn't open this Friday. 26, 27. In March 2025. This is even better. It used to be almost, they've reduced this by half. And they actually put it on this thing. They were bragging that they've worked and they've reduced their work by half. You know? Which is good for them. So anybody that wants to go now, at least 2025 is not far. Between now and then, you gather money and have a very good story. Especially if you study for US. If you study, the only challenge with US is family. You know, it's difficult to bring in your spouse or any other one that is close to you. So that's that about that. Okay, so I think we talked about US having this psychology perspective to everything they are doing. So I was going to show you how you know someone is lying. Images. Good. So, how to tell that somebody is lying? How do I know that you're lying? How many of us saw Squid Game? The one that just came out. There is one recent Squid Game. The person who won the Squid Game happens to be a profiler for, I think I kept that video. So she evaluates F1 and F2 visas for United States government. That's what she does. So they got to a particular game, like you will guess who touched you or who put something in front of you. This girl she was getting everything right. I think I left it on my Netflix. So that I wanted to show you, but you know you can't download Netflix, so Netflix will catch us. I want to see because I purposely left that, or else if I've deleted it. Squid. Sam, this thing is connected, Abi? Yeah. We can get that Squid Game, right?
I'm not sure Netflix is not here.
Okay, maybe we will do it. Maybe we will do it when that clip is on Netflix. So this woman, she understood people. Like she was underrated. She won $4.3 something million, and she evaluates F1, F2. So she was like, the job she does normally, it's just to look at somebody and say this person is lying. And she was giving reasons why she would explain that you were the one that touched me, you were the one that didn't touch me. She knew how to beat that game. And US visa application is like that. If you have clients that are going for that interview, let the story be their reality. Even if the person is a fisherman and you say that you're a medical doctor, the bulk of the work we should do with them as agents is to make that thinking as a doctor become their reality. That's how it works. Where are you? This is not what I'm looking for. It should become their reality. And that is going to really, really, really go a long way in helping them. So there's still different ways to know that somebody is lying. When you are looking back and forth, come up. Yes. When the